Young Gala here. We got anime mentors showcase their power in front of their students. So I better see, I'm a huge Naruto fan, so I better see Guy or Kakashi here. Oh!
The anime mentor. What words or descriptions come to your mind when hearing that?
Oh yeah, Minato too. Minato. Yeah, Minato's
set of words.
demon.
Perhaps someone who serves as a hero's guide and best friend, or maybe the sacrificial lamb to make some villain look oh so powerful. Whatever the case may be, we can all agree
He's
on one
cold.
thing. Anime mentors are badass. That's why for today's list we're going through some of my favorite moments when the anime mentor just shows off his strength in front of the student. After all, one of the easiest ways to get this upstart kid to trust you is to show them that you mean business.
Man, Kite, he was supposed to be him. He was supposed to be him, bro. He was supposed to go off. He was the biggest letdown. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't watched it. It's probably if you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter 2022, I don't know what's up with you.
Hunter x Hunter is one of my all-time favorite shows, and while the first person most fans would think of when it comes to mentors is Biscuit, I feel like Kite's pretty underrated. One of the most cold-hearted mentors in the series, Kite showed his mettle when he leads the team into battles against the Chimera Ants. Running into the Hagio division, Gon and Killua get tested through individual battles against the enemies. For Kite, all he needs is his scythe, and the entire division gets wiped out in one fell swoop. Black Clover's Yami often puts on a show, and episode 49 is his crowning moment.
Yami and Black Clover is like, you would think he's the main character. He's not even the main character, it's Asta, but this dude is so cold. He reminds me, he got that coolness like Kakashi.
Among the shonen mentors, I really like Yami because he gives off that rough edge. There are mentors who look badass, but Yami takes it a step further and shows how badass he was with Dark Cloak Dimension Slash. It's a power that's so strong that it's capable of cutting dimensions, dwarfing whatever Veto can throw at him. There's no kill the overkill, and seeing Yami just put this elf down in such a dominant fashion is a real thrill. Everyone just looks on in amazement at the power of their captain. They're in good hands, and as long as Yami is around, they know they can have someone to rely on while they strive to grow stronger.
That Dimension Slash.
Let's continue with the new gen Shonen Train with Benimaru versus Infernal Demon.
Yeah, Benny.
Quite the underrated moment right here, as Shinra and Arthur find themselves in quite the bind against the Infernal Demon. Who else should show up but Benimaru himself? To Benimaru, this fight is personal. With this powerful foe in front of him, he simply flexes his power while Shinra and Arthur watch on.
I love characters like this, bro. The nonchalant characters, bro. Those are the coolest to me, I ain't gonna lie. Benny is so cold.
Turning away the demon's attacks, Benimaru holds back out of concern for the town before deciding to take the battles to the skies. Here, he finally gets a chance to obliterate the enemy with his awe-inspiring sun wheel. People have been applauding the sound direction for this scene, and I think that it does add to the moment so much. That bass alone is one of the most awesome and satisfying sounds you could hear from Fire Force, and it's the perfect complement to watching Benimaru nonchalantly take the enemy down.
See? Nonchalantly.
Rayleigh's Conqueror's Haki deserves a mention. There's so much that you can do with so little. Do you believe that saying? You sure as hell can believe it after seeing Rayleigh's Conqueror's Haki.
Bruh, I need to get started on One Piece, bruh. I'm gonna find the time to watch One Piece. I swear.
The auction house. Rayleigh, contrary to expectations, didn't have the most explosive entry at first glance, but the sheer mystery of his silhouette entering the scene more than makes up for it. It even feels quite ominous and all, and when he does finish his entry, all he needed was one Conqueror's Haki to clean house.
We got a follower, Lord Racer. What's good? What's good? How you doing? How you doing?
there's just that sense of wonder, and I dare say dread in the characters' expressions. There's that eerie feeling of, what the hell
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Just doing some reactions.
just happened, and it really kept the fans guessing when it comes to Rayleigh's true strength. Now that, my friends, is how you build hype with just one very pivotal moment. What an amazing debut for Rayleigh. Saitama versus Genos is a rather unique application.
Saitama.
You see, while most mentors show off their power by fighting villains and enemies in front of their
I remember this fight. Saitama was just playing with them, bro. It was not even close. Well, he's just meant to be OP though, so can't blame.
Saitama and Genos do it quite differently. Instead of enemies feeling the full brunt of said mentor's power, it's Genos who offers to do it, wanting to see the extent of Saitama's power. This is a rather unique setup for a mentor showing his protege his power, but it works. I was a bit worried as to how the battle would drag on due to Saitama's one-hit KO gimmick and all, but we surprisingly got quite the entertaining performance that shows Genos.
Hey, when is the new season of One Punch Man coming out? What year?
His determination. This is a battle that clocks in at almost 5 minutes, which I think also serves as a testament to Genos' strength. It's a friendly spar with not a lot of high stakes.
You said, have you seen the Beyblade Burst anime series? Nah. Last time I watched Beyblade, like in general, was like elementary school days. They got like a new anime or something? I'm gonna look at that.
But it also gives us a taste of what the two could do to each other. Enjoying the video so far? I'd like to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, ring the bell, and be here the next time I upload more countdown videos. That's enough for now. It's time to get going again.
Mento Toby.
It's nice to look now once again where it all began. It's so refreshing after so many videos focusing on the...
This has to be like a top 10 Naruto fight? Is this a top 10? Or top 15? Somewhere around there.
Final war arc in Madara, you know. For most of the series, we've heard of how great Minato was and all, but we've never actually seen that strength in action. That is, until the flashback arc, which shows us important groundwork on how the Nine Tails in Naruto came to be. Toby, at this point of the timeline, was one of the most powerful characters around, and it showed in the battle. With all of his power, even Minato struggled to land a hit, but with some ingenious...
Bro, this call him Obito, bro. We all know this, bro. If you haven't watched Naruto, like, I don't know what's up with you. Like... Obito was, what's crazy, Obito was like 15? He was like a teenager when he was fighting Minato. That's crazy.
Tactics, and possibly the most epic Rasengan in the series so far. The fourth Hokage defies all odds and finally forces Toby to escape. Coolest mentor and coolest dad? You get both in Minato. Not to mention being super smart too. Who else can devise a counter to the very overpowered Kamui on the fly? All Might taking on Nomu may have been one of the...
Oh wait, you said been out since 2016? Really? Dang. I need to check that out. Yeah, I need to check that out.
Best highlights of early My Hero Academia.
This...
What a way to close out the first part of My Hero Academia.
No joke. This fight got me into My Hero. Like, I saw like a little clip of this. I had to watch the whole anime.
Bigger test for our heroes than an outright battle of survival against some of the toughest villains there is. And it seems like our heroes are in for certain doom until All Might arrives. In a way, this is pretty much just a punch harder fight. However, one can't overlook the emotions the scene evoked when put together. The build-up to the actual fight together make a great moment. From All Might's appearance as a beacon of hope and how he just casually talks down and beats down the Nomu, it's just so satisfying. This is a scene that never gets old. I personally think that All Might has some scenes down the line that one-up this in terms of awesomeness, but it's here where we first get a glimpse of how far ahead the world's symbol of peace is. He's pretty much Deus Ex Machina incarnate around this time, and his save remains one of my favorites from shonen anime. After all of that, we take a look at Tengen versus Daki.
You said imagine an anime based on running skates esports? Ooh. Nah, that would be crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
One of the biggest moments of Demon Slayer's Red Light District arc gives us the Upper Moon Daki taking on the Kamado siblings. Yep, you heard that right. Nezuko finally gets a chance to shine as she engages in combat against one of the most powerful demons that the series has shown so far. And it's a fight that took everything from them. Even with Nezuko's awakened powers, the siblings still had their hands full dealing with Daki. In an epic battle that could have gone either way, the Kamados come out on top, but not before sustaining major injuries. The bad news, Daki's still ready to go for more. The good news, it opens for Tengen to come in and finish the job. I almost felt like adding this moment was cheating because Tengen just came in for the last hit, but considering that the siblings at full strength are unable to completely eliminate Daki, it just shows...
I remember I heard someone on Twitter, they said like this was like some plot armor stuff, bro. Like, how did she get a boost like this?
The difference in power between them and a pillar. Tengen's boast afterwards is pretty cool too. That's way too easy, isn't it? Suspiciously so. These guys, they're gonna be in for a real surprise. And to wrap up today's list, we have Gojo versus Jogo.
Gojo. Ooh. Nah, this fight, I say yeah. This is my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Oh my god. Like he gives off Kakashi vibes too.
Gojo, I knew we were in for something special. He has that whole laid back and cool attitude along with the accolades to go with it. He made one hell of a first impression in the very first episode, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before he'd break out as one of the anime community's favorite mentor figures. And that he did when he and Yuji encountered Jogo. Jogo quickly goes on the attack and seemingly finishes Gojo off in one hit. However, the badass teacher brushes it off like nothing and proceeds to do the same thing to the next attacks that the curse can throw at him.
Like, you can't touch him. You cannot touch him.
When Yuji and he got caught in the domain expansion, it didn't even faze Gojo one bit. In what looked to be a very dangerous and deadly fight, Gojo casually breezes through it, flexing and turning this whole affair into a freaking tutorial session where he can teach Yuji more about domain battles. There wouldn't be a bigger mentor flex than that. That's going to do it for my top moments of mentors showing off their power to their students. I'd love to know your favorite among them, and I'm curious if you've got more suggestions too. Before you leave, don't forget to drop a like and check out the channel for more.
W video, bro. Like, dang, that's a good video. Hey, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe, show love to the YG gang, and I'm out.